So let's get started. Before we go into specifics about the book, let me tell you about how I teach and how I hold the guitar. The guitar should always be balanced, and you should never be holding the guitar with any of your hands. It should be balanced. My suggestion is always to use a strap, whether you're playing a hollow body guitar or solid body guitar. I have the strap so that it is situated that exactly how I would sit. Usually I would cross my leg, either this leg or this leg, and the guitar is always in the same position. One of the mistakes that my students make is that they play the guitar without a strap, sitting down, and then when they stand up, they play, and the guitar is down here. Well, there's a big difference between playing the scales with the guitar in this position and down here. So try to make the guitar always in the same position, whether you're standing up or sitting down. So we've covered that you hold the guitar so that your hands are free. And let's talk about your left hand right now. Your left hand, first of all, the fingers on the left hand are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't number the thumb. So when we talk about first finger, it's always the index finger. All right, and it's because those are the fingers that are playing on our fingerboard. On our fingerboard, there are frets. They're the spaces in between these fret bars. Usually, the first fret will be played with the first finger, second fret, anything the second fret, second finger, third, fourth. Usually play it with the tips of your fingers. Now, how do you hold your left hand? One method that I use is that I put my fingers on each of the frets on the first string, each of the first 4 frets. When I do this, my left hand gets in a very good position, and I'll turn here so you can see my thumb. My thumb is flat behind around the second fret. The fatty portion of the thumb is the part that's pressing against the neck. That way we don't hurt ourselves. If we're doing it with the tip of the thumb on the bone, that will start to hurt with all our practicing. So we keep the thumb flat. So if I have my thumb here, my finger situated, I could play many notes without moving the hand back and forth. The strings are numbered from the highest sound. So the highest sounding string is the first string, the lowest sounding string is the 6th string. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. All right. The next thing is how to hold the pick in your right hand. What I do is that I bend my index finger, put the pick flat against the side of the index finger. Again, we're using the fatty portion of our thumb. Put it on the pick, and it's just like that. And the way I strum notes on the guitar, on each string, we're going to call them rest strokes, meaning that whenever you play a note, the pick rests on the next string. Here I'm playing the 5th string, and it goes and rests on the 4th string. 6th string rests on the 5th string. Now, what happens when we play the first string? The first string, we just make believe there's a string underneath it, so that we don't do this or do this. We just go just about the same distance. So we always know where our right hand is. Just get used to picking the string and letting the pick just fall on the next string. Don't do that, just relax. Let it just fall against there. It doesn't have to be loud. Okay, how to tune the guitar. My first suggestion is always carry a tuner with you. The tuner you'll always have the guitar in the right pitch. You'll always be able to play with other people, and you'll get used to the sounds of the notes and the pitches so that you can start to recognize notes. It's also excellent to have the tune always tuned to pitch for the neck. It keeps the pressure on the neck always the same, the way it should be, all right? And you'll be used to sounds. You'll be getting to know sounds. If you don't have a tuner, which if you came into my lesson without a tuner, I'd say go and get the tuner. But if you don't have a tuner right now, there is a method to tune the guitar without a tuner, and it's on page 3. And it says to tune the guitar using a piano. What you do is tune the first string, again, the highest sounding string, to the first E above middle C. So let's say we tune this E to the first E above middle C on the piano. To tune the rest of the guitar, first of all, you go to the 5th fret of the 2nd string and tune this note to sound like the first string. Then you go to the 4th fret of the 3rd string and you tune that note to sound like the 2nd string. The rest are all 5th frets. We go to the 5th fret of the 4th string, tune it to the 3rd, 5th fret of 5th string, tune it to the 4th, 5th fret of 6th string. Tune it to the 5th. There we go. Okay. In this method, you will not only learn about guitar, you learn about music, about written music, how to read on the instrument. So you're going to see everything written on a staff that has 5 lines and 4 spaces. It will be written in measures, as it has here on the 3rd page. You can see measures and bar lines that separate the measures. It will be written in treble clef, which is also called G clef. Now I'd like to talk about the common time values of the notes. Whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and eighth notes, as on page 3 at the bottom of the page. Whole notes get 4 beats, half notes get 2 beats, quarter notes get 1 beat, and eighth notes get a half a beat, or 2 eighth notes per beat. So if I were to just show you, this is one of our other friends. Along with our tuner, we have a metronome. Whole notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I will talk more about these notes as we go on in the next few pages. On page 4, the top of the page talks about time signatures. The top number of the time signature will tell you how many beats there are in a measure, and the bottom is the type of note that gets 1 beat. And what's the most common is 4/4 time. 4 beats per measure, quarter note gets 1 beat. Actually, that's exactly what we did when we played these time value notes that we just had played. It is so common, 4/4, that we also have a sign instead of 4/4. We have a note sign C, meaning common time, or 4/4 time.